Today we're talking about free real estate lead generation with one of the most powerful CRMs on the market right now, and that's kvCORE. kvCORE is powerful, but you must remember,
with great power comes great responsibility.
And that means that you have the responsibility to learn how to use it, regardless if you're paying for it or if your broker is paying for it. kvCORE has far too many features to let them go to waste. So today we're going to focus on one feature and one way that kvCORE is going to allow us to generate free real estate leads. And once you master this one feature, then you go on to the next feature and the next and the next. Don't get overwhelmed. Start with one and then go to the other after you've mastered it. Hey, it's Jaime. If we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. All right, so here we are in kvCORE, and if you're in a very fortuitous situation where your broker is actually paying for you to have kvCORE for free, then consider yourself incredibly blessed, because that is exactly what you are. If you have to go out and get kvCORE off the street in paid retail price, you're paying hundreds of dollars into thousands of dollars per year in order to have kvCORE. So regardless, if you are not on kvCORE right now and just viewing this video to see what it has to offer, know that it's absolutely worth it to have it, whether you join a brokerage that includes it or a brokerage that doesn't include it and you have to pay for it out of your own pocket. It's very powerful. So let's just jump right into it. We're talking about a way to generate free real estate leads, and this right here is often overlooked. And it's not overlooked because, well, it's not obvious, but it's overlooked because kvCORE can be overwhelming. There is just so much that kvCORE can do. It can do email marketing, it can do text marketing, it can create landing pages, it can create squeeze pages, it's your website, it's your CRM, which is what it actually is. There's just so much that can actually be done through this, but this is just one strategy that you can deploy in your business today to start generating free real estate leads. And where we're at right now is in the listings column. So in the listings tab. So I'm going to click listings once again. kvCORE connects with your MLS. So that's why your website, if you're a kvCORE user, has the ability to do an IDX website, or have the IDX, which is a way for home buyers and home sellers to look for other properties on your website, because it's directly connected to your MLS. So when you make that direct connection to the MLS, you get a live feed, as you're seeing right here. So these are all tied into the MLS that I'm a part of. So all I have to do, and let's just say Keller, Texas. That is a beautiful property right there. I can kind of see through the small image. I would click on that, and here's what you're going to do. Let's just wait for it to load up. This right here is so overlooked. I can't overstress this. This is so overlooked, and this right here, this alone is going to generate you so many leads if you know how to use it, if you know how to apply it in your business and integrate it into your workflow. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If you click on the three dots right there, you have, well, if you go to send via email, that is that's well and good, but that's not really where the power of this feature comes into play. You can send this property right here, you can send it via text. So if this property stood out to you, all you have to do is send via text right there. You can search for the contact that you want to get the listing, so you don't have to get this the URL, copy it to a notepad or email it to yourself, and then find your phone right here and text it to whoever you're trying to reach. You can do that directly from here. So if you have if you see a listing that came online and you immediately think of a home buyer that is in your database, all you have to do is email it to them or text it to them. That's powerful. That in and of itself is going to save you time. But what I'm getting to here is the rest of it, the rest of the options that you see right here. Add to save, that's not going to do too much for our lead generation efforts. Email to a hashtag, that will keep your leads engaged. So if you go to email to a hashtag, you can select hashtags, whether you label your leads as home buyers or home sellers, whatever the case may be. You can email this to your entire database without having to craft an email. It is that powerful. So that in and of itself is going to keep your leads engaged, but it's not necessarily the lead generator. If you go to text to a hashtag, very much the same thing. You can text to an entire hashtag, meaning your category of leads. If you categorize your leads as home buyers or home sellers, you're able to send send this listing to them automatically. And I'll show you what it actually looks like when they use your link. Hey, one quick second, I'll let you get right back to the video, but let's just talk about a very important feature here on YouTube, and that is the like button. If you wouldn't mind going down to the bottom of this video and smashing like, that would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you wouldn't mind dropping a comment down below to let me know what you learned from the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Here's what your single property website is going to look like. Check this out. It's going to have your contact information up there. It's going to have your information right there, and it's going to do the required disclosure of who actually is the listing agent, so you don't have to worry about compliance issues in that regard. So this is a very professional looking website that is automatically tied to you. So whenever somebody has a question and are looking for additional details, everything is going to come to you. They're going to text you, or they're going to call you, they're going to email you. This single property website that was automatically generated with one click, you just saw me do that right there, is automatically tied to you, and it does the appropriate disclosures of who's actually the listing agent. So that's powerful. You having this link right there, that will generate you leads. But let's keep going. You can generate a QR code. So depending on how sophisticated you are with your marketing, you can have QR codes, whether you are gonna print this out or just have this in an iPad in your open house or whatever the case may be. You have the ability of getting creative with your marketing with one click of the button. You can print a property, print the flyer out if you're going to do some open houses, or you're going to distribute them, or just have a digital version that you're going to advertise on Facebook, or you're going to advertise somewhere else. So you see right here, it's going to give you all the information. It's going to tie it to you. So that is pretty darn cool with the click of a button. When you go to Boost Property, we're actually not going to do that because we're talking about free strategies. And post to Facebook. If you want to create a little series, which I highly suggest that you do, you can do a listing of the day series, and you're posting that on your business page, or you're posting that on your personal page. Wherever you want to post it, you have the ability. Right here, again, it tied to you. So this is that website that's going to populate whenever they click through, but you can create a little series if you wanted to post it on Facebook and just make a little commentary about why this property was the listing of the day. This is going to show incredibly well because it's very well designed, but also it's going to tie psychologically you to the property, but in the eyes of the consumer. So the consumer's going to see, wow, Jaime is incredibly active. Wow, there's a lot of listings that he's a part of. Yes, it's there's that. As long as the disclosure is there, there's the perception that it's your listing when it really isn't. But as long as you legitimately show that it is somebody else's listing, which is what this does, you're going to be okay. Right now, it's more about perception. So if you're sharing content that ties you to real estate, more and more people are going to remember that you're a real estate agent, that you're a realtor, that you're going to be able to help them out down the road. So this right here, again, this series alone is going to generate you so much interest from people that are interested in buying a house. So if you're going to click over here again, you can post the same thing to Twitter. You're going to see it populate right there. You're going to go to Pinterest. You can do the Pinterest one as well. Now, here's something super, super cool. You can post to Craigslist with one click of the button. So you just go to Craigslist. Actually, it's going to be two because of the area that I'm in. And if I just go to Dallas as an example, boom, 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 everything was automated. Absolutely everything was automated. And you see a very professional looking post on Facebook. You just clicked one button and then went over to the area that you're on Craigslist on. And then this populated out, and you can see text Jaime R2 and then the smartphone number for more details and pics of the property. That is powerful. You can come in here and in less than 3 minutes, you're going to be on Facebook, you're going to be on Twitter, you're going to be on Pinterest, you're going to be on Craigslist, you're going to be able to print flyers, you're going to email your database, you're going to text your database. Everything is controlled through here. So if there's a property that comes online, whether it's yours or somebody else's, you're able to promote it as long as you give appropriate disclosure. And this is a very important tool for you to use, especially when you have the listing. When you are the listing agent, you are going to be a super rock star in the eyes of your owner, in the eyes, not your owner, the owner of the property. The owner of this property is going to be incredibly impressed because you are absolutely everywhere and you're designing professional flyers, you're designing a QR code, you're emailing everybody, you're texting everybody, you're posting it on Craigslist, and so much attention is going to be garnered towards your listing. So this is overlooked. Just go to listings and either find your own listing or have another listing within your brokerage that you have a really good relationship with some agents that will absolutely not care what you do with the listing at all. But just go through here, see which properties warrant some additional exposure, especially in the area that you're farming. Leverage the heck out of this. This is so underutilized, and you're going to be a rock star when it comes to the real estate lead generation game. Well, now that you know how to generate free real estate leads using kvCORE, you might be interested in learning other ways to leverage kvCORE for your business. So I'll leave a video right here that's going to help you do that. Also, if you found value today, please be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And of course, make it your best day yet.